What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on the streets of Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. This is day 2, part 2, draft number 2 of the Arena Open Cons of Tarkir mode. So we are 3-1 going into this one. It means I do not have any losses to give, but starting with 2 wins, I earn some cash. So let's see if we can get at least a couple of match wins overall. And yeah, jump into our pick one, pack one. Opened the 5/7 for 5 in Abzan. It's just a big body. It is a good card. Other good cards in the pack include Teamer Charm, though it's not the best of the charm. It's still decent. Mardu Horde Chief, very good common. 3 of the Tri-lands. I'm pretty happy taking the first pick, Ivory Tusk Fortress here. This Aspirant's not that good. It's a 2-mana 2/1 or maybe a 2-mana 3/2. But it can't be blocked by creatures with power 1 or less, so all the morphs trade with it and whatnot. On to our second pack. Got an Opulent Palace here, nice little Tri-land. Sultai Flare, I'm always happy with this one. Seems to gain a bunch of life pretty consistently. Let's see, Flyer is fine, Parapet's fine. Honestly, I don't think you can really go wrong with taking the Opulent Palace here, second choice. Just keeps you the most versatile. Funny, if you didn't catch yesterday's day 2 draft 1, I didn't take a single land during that draft. It ended up working out because we were so solidly 2-color with just a very minor splash, but that's normally not the case, I think. What else do we have here? Water Whirl. Actually like this quite a bit as well, since everybody's investing so much mana into their creatures, usually morph and flip or whatever. Treasure Cruise is fine as well, but yeah, we'll take the Tri-land. Into an Einok Bondkin, most likely. Just a very, very solid 2-drop, has synergy with the Ivory Tusk Fortress, if we're going to go like the Abzan Outlast route. Deflecting Palm's not very good. In fact, I would say it's quite bad. Kill Shot is mediocre. Smite's okay. One of the common morph creatures is good. Dismal Backwater. Oh, it's an easy 2-drop there for me. I think the game plan is just to open the good cards, draft the good cards, draw the good cards, and play the good cards. It's a pretty easy strategy. Seems like it could do work. Probably should try to do it more often. But yeah, this format, you can do so many different things. It is going to be generally a little bit slower overall as we get whatever this is, pick 4. Pretty garbagey. I almost want to take the Jeskai Student. It comes down a turn before all the morphs. It's really hard for them to block it. I hate Swarm of Bloodflies. I think this card is quite weak. 2 medium morphs. I guess I could take the land here as well. Actually, I guess out of a pack this week, you're probably just supposed to take the land and stay open. Okay, I do like... Wow, this pack is so much better than the previous packs, actually. There are a ton of good cards here. Kintree Invocation has been amazing for me every single time. It's not too hard to turn this into a 2-mana 5/5 or whatever, right? If we can pick up like the Archer's Parapet or something, that's really good. Feet of Resistance, the best trick in the format, not close. Synergy with all the 1/1 counter matters cards. Plus, removal in this format is extremely expensive, so it's not hard to blow people out with a 2-mana trick, eating their, 5-mana spell. Abzan Guide, one of the best of the common morphs, 4/4 lifelink there. Sultai Scavenger, just a very good delve card. Kind of like taking the Kintree since it's uncommon, but that was a strong pack, certainly. I'll go ahead and take the Hooting Mandrills here now. 4/4 Trampler for 6, and it has Delve. I think that's better than taking Rite of the Serpent. Leaning into the Abzan start here, but don't necessarily need to be playing Abzan, of course. We could still be playing blue, we could still be playing red. As we get a, Scoured Barrens here? Yeah, most likely. Very easy pickup in a relatively weak pack. Stalwart Patrol is okay. 5 toughness does block most things in the format, so that's not bad. Similarly, Archer is okay for a morph. Yeah, another easy land. This is probably going to be like the opposite of my draft 1 of the Arena Open, where I took no lands. I've already taken basically half lands so far. But another upside of taking all these lands is that there are a bunch of cards worth splashing for in the format. Probably just going to go with the morph creature here, even though it's blue. I like Barrage of Boulders in some decks. The Falter effect can be quite good, but don't think we're leaning towards that direction. The Dreadmaw is like a sideboard card sometimes. I'm not going to take it. Generally, you don't want to be playing that. Okay, let's take the Rite of the Serpent now on the wheel. Seems okay. Slow removal, like I said. But removal nonetheless. Could just take another morph here, the War Behemoth. Could take the Shambling Attendant. Water Whirl kind of late. I think that card's pretty solid, and War Shrieker's really, really good for the Mardu deck. But yeah, we'll just stick with the morph for now. This is not exactly the best start I've ever seen in my life, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily bad. Dutiful Return or Sidisi's Pet. Both are lackluster. Guess I'll take the return for now. Mardu Banna versus Kintree Warden. If I get like a Trail of Mystery or something, maybe it's worth to run just random morphs like this, but generally I don't think you want to be doing that. Let's get one of the busted cards, please. Let's open like a Dune Blast or something. Or a Wingmate Rock. Flying Crane Technique, that is a good one. I'm not going to take it here, even though it's only the beginning of Pack 2. We are pretty far away from that, and we have some good choices in Suspension Field. Decent removal. In fact, one of the best removal spells in this format. It's cheap. Enchantments you don't really interact with, or that you can't interact with, and yeah, hits most big bodies. Passing a Feat of Resistance kind of sucks. Seems right to take the Suspension Field. Losing out on a Jungle Hollow. Sultai Ascendancy. Yeah, one of the weaker Ascendancy. In fact, is this the weakest of the Ascendancies? Maybe. It does set up your draw, and if you have a lot of Delve, it can do some stuff, but we're not taking that here. What do we have? A Jungle Hollow, a Scout the Borders, another Kill Shot, another Mandrills. Let's just go with the land. Windswept Teeth. That's good. It's good for Delve especially. I guess we only have one Delve card so far. Another Opulent Palace in the pack. Throttle, another Hooting Mandrills. It's possible that the Heath is not worth it here. Maybe I'm supposed to just take the Kill Shot at this point in time. Kill Shot just isn't that strong. It's easy to play around, but it's not like Throttle's all that much better. I guess Opulent Palace would just be another safe pick. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, there's some good cards. Rough Rider is fantastic. 5/4 for 5, can't block. There's a Teamer Charm. There's a Soothsayer's really good. 2/5 for 5 that fuels your graveyard and effectively draws you a card. And there's Abomination of the Duel here as well. I think I like taking the Soothsayer. We have the double Opulent Palace now anyways, so pretty easy pickup. What I have is still very uninspiring. I have no doubt that I've drafted this kind of mediocre. That is a nice pickup. Tuskguard Captain is so good. All of the 3-mana Outlasters, I guess it might just be 2 of them, at uncommon, the Abzan Falconer and the Tuskguard Captain are both insane. 3-mana for a 2/3 is already above rate in this format when everybody's casting 3-mana 2/2s, you know? So 3-mana 2/3 just trumps them. And then Outlast for 1 is great. Passing 2 on-color Abzan lands and another Bondkin, but Death Frenzy or Parapet. I think generally I like sideboarding Death Frenzy. And Parapet's so good with the Kin Tree Invocation that we have already. But that being said, Frenzy is going to be harder to pick up because it's uncommon. So I guess I will just take it. Thornwood Falls for Soothsayer seems fine. I guess we're going 4-color, no red. I am not happy with this. Ugh. The current state of things, I don't think this is a good deck. Dismal Backwater for some more fixing. Sagu Archer, Force Away. Big fan of Force Away here. Similar to why I like Water Whirl so much in this format, everybody's investing so much mana into their creatures. I guess I could be leaning towards actually drafting more Sultai Splash White. Yeah, as we get a Mystic of the Hidden Way on the wheel. That could actually be what I'm doing. Sultai Splash White. Splash like the Suspension Field and the Ivory Tusk. Even getting the Ascendancy back. I've only taken the 1 Delve card, though. Or not Delve. Yeah, don't Delve. Can't remember the name anymore. Versus Killshot? Yeah, okay. Killshot's not great. Man, regretting passing all of those Delve cards I already have, though. We saw a couple of Mandrills. We saw some of those Shambling Attendants. Okay, did get one of them back on the wheel. We saw Treasure Cruise. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised maybe if it's just better to cut the white. Although it's going to be a little bit... a little bit of a stretch maybe to get enough playables if we're not running white in some capacity. Yeah, gosh, without enough delve, I just don't think the ascendancy is good enough. We open an Anafenza now. Dang it! All right, well, back to the white, I guess. But blue is such an easy splash. Like, all the morphs are free. Soothsayer and Force Away. Yeah, Anafenza is too good. 3-mana, 4/4. Maybe a little bit hard to cast. Watcher of the Roost, good. Another Bondkin. Scoured Barrens. Okay. Messy. What's my removal right now? Suspension Field, Force Away Bounce, Death Frenzy, Rite of the Serpent. There's another strong pack. We're not going to be the Blood-Soaked Champion deck, although I could have been, I guess, had I moved into Abzan straight up fully more in the early stage of the draft. Let's see. Nightblade's quite solid, especially if you get Feat of Resistances, which I didn't get any, but we have Captain, Anafenza, Bondkin. Charger's just a decent 2-drop morph creature. Scoured Barrens for fixing. Savage Punch. Tough. Kind of just like taking the Savage Punch removal spell there. We're going to splash Rough Rider? No, we don't have any red. So let's take the boon. Surprisingly, I think this combat trick's actually pretty solid in this format. Armament Core is also nuts. See the Unwritten can be very good. Reveal the top 8 cards, may put a creature from among that on the battlefield, put the rest in your graveyard. And then if you have a creature with power 4 or greater, you can put 2 on the battlefield instead, but I think the core is better. Another Abzan Fixer, actually blue fixing. Chief of the Edge, too. I mean, man, God, I wish I had just moved into Warriors earlier. I really want to be taking the Scoured Barons here. How many Warriors do I even have? Just one? It's a 2-mana 3/2. I mean, what am I playable count at? I'm at 19-ish playables. Yeah, let's just take the 2-drop. Rakshasa's Secret, Scoured Barons, Disowned Ancestor. Not Scoured Barons. Rakshasa's Secret is actually nuts in this format. Let's take the fixing. Let's take some more fixing. Okay, well, there's fixing now, at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still need to get some more playables, but worst case scenario, we can throw in like the random Kintree Warden Morph card. I can splash the Force away. We can still run the Shambling Attendant. Not sold on this deck, though. I'm concerned I'm not going to have enough ways to actually win the game. Like, I feel like this deck could very easily get stuck in a standstill and then just get outclassed. Wheeling more fixing is really nice, though, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, that makes splashing all the blue cards, all the white cards, all the green cards, all the black cards a lot better. Do I have enough now for Scout the Borders to be worthwhile? Again, it's just the 2 Delve cards. Also okay with Dutiful Return. Versus just taking Disowned Ancestor, that's fine. Ponyback. Do I want the Naturalized for sideboard? Yeah, because we're not playing red there. Again, filler but playable. Guess that kill shot probably replaces Force away. Sideboard Hate Blade, maybe for some weird aggro decks. I guess the patrols are not garbage. I think I don't need to start the Death Frenzy in the main. I think we can probably move the Death Frenzy to the sideboard and bring it in as necessary. But yeah, I am not super thrilled about this. I mean, at least our mana is good. I'm just not sure the deck itself is good. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be 8 white sources with 4 planes. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue sources with 1 island. And we only actually have the 1 blue card. That's the Sultai Soothsayer. So I could probably cut the island if I wanted to. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources with 2 swamps. We don't need to go more than that, do we? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably don't need too much more than 7 green sources. Eight white, 8 black. 7 green. 3 blue. That's without adding another land. We get 2 lands even. So I'm going to be running 18 here. I guess we're going to go up another white and another green. Yeah, I'm not sold on this deck, but we'll give it a shot. We're already locked in for 5,000 extra gems. If we can get a couple of wins, that would be great. But this is not the deck. Not feeling confident. All right, on to our first match here. Day 2 of the Arena Open, draft number 2. Pretty easy mulligan to 6. Are you kidding? I mean, I guess I'm going to pitch up planes here and not go down to 5. What on earth? How? That is extreme variance. That's insane. I didn't accidentally add nothing but planes in my deck, did I? Good beats. Alright, gonna go for a kill shot on the Wind Scout here. Sheesh. That's insane. Bad luck. Mid-tier deck, bad luck. Opponent did not attack. Guess maybe they're playing around the kill shot. I don't mind. Giving me time. I have nothing else to do anyways. I don't mind doing this. We have Savage Punch and Suspension Field in our hand anyways. They didn't do anything on their turn 5? Okay. So they're going to main phase the Weapon Master, so I'm going to take 5 here. I guess I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, what is in their hand? They might be missing a color? But I would doubt they're playing more than Jeskai. Let's level up one of the Salt Road patrols instead of keeping both of them 2 power for now. We are missing black here. Like a burn away maybe on my Salt Road patrol. Master the Way, okay. I see, they were holding cards in hand trying to get that to be a little bit buff. Okay, good. Not bad. Level up, play Morph. One day I'll find a black source. Today is that day, good. Yeah, I'm gonna keep leveling up here. land pass. Alright, let's see if they have a kill shot. They did not. Let's go for big boy. And that'll untap our Bondkin on their turn as well. Oh, they have end hostilities. That's fine. We have dutiful return. Or maybe they have ride down and they got me? I don't want to lose my Ivory Tusk Fortress if they do have dived ride down. Right now, our 4/3 first strike is blocking their 4/3, and we have dutiful return, so if they do have Wrath, we're actually okay versus that. It is ride down. Gotcha. I go to 8. That does nothing. Okay. There are ways I can die here for sure. Crater's Closet will one-shot us. Nothing I can do about that. I don't think I'm going to cast the Dutiful Return yet, in case they do have end hostilities. Flying Crane technique kills us. I think we absolutely make the trade here, given that we have return in hand. Okay. Glacial Stalker 4/5. That's fine. Okay, that was scary at first. So they're going to be on some Jeskai nonsense. Usually versus Jeskai, the Death Frenzy's amazing. I'm debating if we want to just bring in Force Away or whatever as well. We can probably cut Glacial Stalker as one of our weaker morphs, right? I guess versus them, we don't actually want Mystic of the Hidden Way as much as we would rather have Stalker later on. Okay, let's just make that swap. Go to the next game. Well, maybe we can get at least one match win, huh? Okay, let's go to game 2. Jeskai aggro. Good enough hand for sure. Something to do on turn 2. We actually don't have any play on turn 3, oddly, but... Dragon Scale Boon, if we can get this Einok Bondkin to live, is also very good. And the opponent clearly kept a hand that might have been a little bit speculative, because they're leading on one color. And they didn't have a tap land. I think I offer the trade here. Then just play the morph that we drew for turn. Let's go 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop is the plan. I'm okay trading. Fuels our Delve, fuels our Graveyard Recursion. Nice. Alright, that was good for us. Let's attack for 2, and if they block, I boon. If they don't block, just play the Salt Road Patrol. 2/5 Brick Wall House. Barrage of boulders to kill my 2-1. Love it. I guess I'm going to Outlast and pass. And then next turn I can Outlast and then block with Dragon Scale Boon and get them. They hit a 4th land. It's pretty good. I guess instead I'm just going to punch their Prowler and bash for 3. Gonna go for it. $5-8 looking pretty chonky here. If it's a flyer, they could flip it, but that's probably going to take their turn. They don't have ride down mana. If they did have white there, I wouldn't have blocked. But now we're just on permanent attack mode. We just need to draw a little bit more pressure. Yeah, see, that's one of those scenarios where kill shot looking absolutely horrendous, because it is. It's alright, they didn't do anything that turn, and again, they're still missing white. There we go, that's a good hit. No need to pump the patrol pre-combat. Okay, good luck. Alright, opponent got a little bit unlucky there that last game, but we did a good job in game 1. Okay, hey, that's good. I don't remember the monetary equivalent of whatever 15,000 gems is worth, but that is a decent haul, right? One more win will get us some cash, and like I said, I'm not expecting anything with this deck, so good to just get one win, because that's better than no wins. No losses to give. Let's go on to the next match and see if we can get a little bit more cash for our troubles. Do I want to be on the draw with this deck? I think I'm going to be on the play. Oftentimes in this format, I do like drawing, especially in sealed, but I don't think my deck's powerful enough in the long game, so I think our game plan is just to try to be the person that's attacking more. So they have a parapet on turn 2. Well, that's unfortunate, as we do not have a good way to attack into that. Let's get our Outlaster online. Next turn I'm going to Outlast plus probably Morph. Two parapets! Totally unreasonable. Alright, so they're probably going to attack with their Morph first, would be my guess, or at least that's what they should do as soon as they play their 5th land. So that either tells us that's not a small Morph, or they just messed up. Either way, I'm okay with that, of course. I'm gonna level up again and Bondkin. Don't think I'm gonna Savage Punch just yet. Okay. That auto-tapped their black, interestingly. See, this is what I was concerned about. This is what I was saying. In a game where it kind of just gets slogged up, I don't think we have good ways of pressing through, and they are in the correct colors for some nasty cards. Okay. I'll block with my Sidisi's Pet. Abzan Battle Guide, maybe? Yep. Might as well gain my 1 life, I don't mind. Captain's pretty good too. I only have 1 green source right now. Awkwardly. Guess I'm gonna punch their Bondkin and attack for 7 and then level up my Einok and hold up kill shot. Sure. Oh, they have Abzan Ascendancy. I cannot really beat that card. That's insane. Gives a 1/1 counter to all their creatures on the battlefield, and then whenever a non-token creature of theirs dies, they get a 1/1 flyer. Jeez Louise. Holy smokes. Okay. Well, I guess we go back to outlasting. I have invested so much mana into these creatures. Only 1 card left in their hand, too. I mean, actually, not very many of these are warriors. Well, we can attack with our nice creature, our 6/9. They have a kill shot? Yeah, they do. Alright, nice. Level up. Level up. And I guess I hold the flip of our morph card here. We're still technically winning. My Bondkin does trump them. Alright, I'll block. They might not have thought my morph was any good because I spent so long without morphing it. Okay, that's fine. Wow. So they're keeping their Seeker of the Way, but they're killing a creature that doesn't matter. The Bondkin is so much better versus them. That's crazy. Wow, that's extremely good for us. No blocks. Well, they can start converting those things into 1/1 flyers. But now my Tuskguard Captain is also next turn going to be pretty relevant versus them. Guess I'm gonna kill one of the parapets, because I also get a 1/1 snake. I mean, I guess I would have gotten a 1/1 snake on killing any of their 1/1 creatures with 1/1 counters, that is. If they brick next turn, we should be in good shape. I think. Oh, it's gonna be close. Wait, they can ping me down to 5, chump chump, get 2 more. That'd be very close. Ah, they drew a flyer, damn it. You kidding? We lose. We needed them to brick on 1 turn and they didn't. Wow. Unfortunate. Yeah, Ascendancy is just disgusting. Ugh. Tough. That's a really risky block, I guess, because if I had any way to kill one of these parapets, we would trample over for lethal, but I don't have a way to punish them. That's too bad. Boo 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 boo. Do I bring in Naturalize for Abzan Ascendancy and nothing else? It's that good, it might be worthwhile. The Death Frenzy didn't seem particularly good versus them. Because if I'm just cleaning up tokens made by the Ascendancy, well, that's not a game I was winning anyways. Probably. I just bring in a crappy 1/2 flying first strike? That seems so bad. Because it is. Well, let's just run it back. Damn Ascendancy. Alright, we're down a game. I need to find one of our Salt Road patrols with the Kin Tree Invocation. In addition to a green source eventually, of course. Yeah. Oh boy. I feel like our chances of winning this game are already very low. We have drawn nothing but black and white sources. They don't have a black source for what that's worth. Yikes, the Battle Priest. So that's going to give all their creatures with 1/1 counters lifelink. It's another nice uncommon. Yep. Gross. I need to find a removal spell for that thing pronto. Good news here is that I can start attacking, and that Fortress is a phenomenal blocker, plus it gives our Bondkin effective vigilance. And now next turn, assuming that Fortress doesn't die, I have Kin Tree to make a 7/7. They're still missing black. Okay, I mean, we might just need to get a little bit lucky here, but if we do, that's obviously good. What you got over there, friend? 5/5. I dig it. So 2 mana 7/7. Level up. It's gonna untap as well. Alright, so they have a kill shot in their hand, is what they're saying. So we don't want to give them good use of their mana then. No reason to attack into a pretty obvious kill shot. Not yet, anyways. God, this is where having Feat of Resistance would just completely ruin them. So we're gonna level up that and pass. Yeah, I'm in a bad spot. These draws aren't doing anything for me. All I can really do is keep sitting back and passing for now. The good news is I keep drawing spells, so I can continue to develop out my board while they're just wasting a bunch of mana. But eventually they're going to find a black source or another land and start casting spells in addition to holding up kill shot. Speaking of... Yep. Still have kill shot open, obviously. On their end of things, that is to say. That makes attacking a little... Oh, no. They have 9 power of first strike damage as well, so that's not even a thing for me to do. In fact, yeah, I need to draw, what, my Savage Punch or my Rite of the Serpent? There we go. Okay, so now we can make somewhat of a move here. Do I kill the first striker or the lifelinker? Both are problematic. I'm gonna kill the lifelinker here. A 9/9 with 4 damage. Oh, this doesn't even work like I want it to. In fact, the only good punch I have... No. I don't have any good punches. I'm not going to be able to attack with the pumped up creature because of their first striker, but again, the lifelinker I think is better to get rid of here. And they still have kill shot in their hand. Yeah, we're killing the first striker. This is pathetic. Hey, there they go. There's their black source. Okay. I need to find a blue so I can activate my damn Mystic of the Hidden Way. They would have had to have used kill shot on that by now, and then we would have been able to start bashing in. It's probable that using Rite of the Serpent there was bad. Well, we don't care about that thing. It's a 2/1 can't block. Yeah, still holding open their kill shots. I'll attack now. Because now I can return my fortress and my first striker. Okay. Love seeing that thing. Ah, there it is. God damn it. There's the Ascendancy. Now they can make infinite flyers, basically. I'm gonna kill a 2/3 flyer here, and they're gonna get a 1/1 in return. Jeez, the frickin' wheeze, dude. Good news, I have an 8 power first striking trampler. I have to imagine that one of their face down cards is like an Abzan guide, though. Oh. Okay. I think they might have forgotten about my first strike. Not sure what those morphs could be that would make this good for them. They only have 4 mana available and only green-white. Yeah, they just simply forgot. Sweet. Alright, that gives us a chance. Okay. Hey, a blue source finally. Yep, good block. If they're going to chump with a parapet, they should double block so they don't take any trample damage. Man, I'm still losing here. Oh, the Haruspecs too, so now they're gonna draw a card whenever any of their non-tokens dies. Ay, ay, ay. You know what? It turns out that Death Frenzy would have actually been okay. But I think their deck's just a little bit better than mine for sure. They're running a few unplayables, or rather filler cards. But our deck just doesn't have the same amount of, I guess, raw power as they do. Uh-oh, what does that mean? They're gonna sacrifice it to something? They have a Dune Blast too! Yeah, okay. I think that tells you a little bit about the power level. I had to just go and say our opponent's deck was, you know, running some weak cards, but has some overall power level. And yeah, I think we can call it there, so. GG's! Good beats. I am not, again, upset about losing like that. Their deck was more powerful than mine. Ours was kind of weak. We managed to pull off a win for 15,000 extra gems. I'm not sure how I was supposed to draft this. There was, of course, going to be better ways to draft it, but I just didn't see raw power. Like, we opened the Anafens, that was nice. In fact, most of the raw power that we have, we opened. We just needed some of those big late-game bombs. We needed Villainous Wealth. We needed a Dune Blast. We needed Wingmate Rock type things, you know? So, good beats. That's the end of this Arena Open. Yeah. Happy enough to make second draft. Happy enough to get 15,000 extra gems. So that's a good little purse. As always, appreciate you all watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.